Here is the review of Planet X Kadmos, their take on an IDW Star Saber. And Planet X is yet another third-party company. So as you can see, he is a jet, and he's a lot different than his original toy, because on the original toy, he's more like sleek and a lot bulky, whereas this one here is a lot more detailed and looks really nice. And for features, he has retractable landing gears, 2 on the back here that you can fold up, and 1 on the front here. And to retract it, you just open up these, and these do tap together. Fold up the landing gear, and then close these up. Well, close and tap these together. And he does have articulation in jet mode, if you can call it, and that is, you can position these wings however you want, because they move up and down, and you can also move these fins. And that's about it for jet mode. So to transform him, you want to take these fins here, push them down so that they're like this, and for the wings here, you want to untap them and strain them out, and you also want to slide them in . Now you want to take this piece here, and bring it forward until it taps into place. And as for these things here, you want to untap them. And bring them up, and you also want to rotate them here so that they look like this. And these tap into this hole and this hole to this peg and that peg. Oh, and these tabs do go in here. Now you want to take these here, which will become his arms, and you just want to bring them around so that they're like this. And oh, you also want to try to get them out of the way. You also want to separate the back here and bring them down. You just gotta make sure that they're like straightened out so that they look like this. And inside here you want to flip out his feet. And then you also want to push in this thruster here. And then close these up. And underneath his feet, you want to flip out his heels. And these things, you can have them like this, or you can fold them up like this. However you want to display these. And then you do the same thing on the other leg. Forgot to mention that. Okay. Now for the nose cone here. You want to open these back up. And you also want to untap it. From these pegs here and these holes here. And once you got this unpegged, you can now bring it down, and then you can close these back up. And as for these, you want to bring these back and bring them up. Just have to get this out of the way. But before you can bring this down, you have to bring these up first. And then you can bring this down. Now you're gonna take this whole entire back section here and rotate it. Oh. This does come off in robot mode, but we're gonna leave it on for now. And behind here, underneath his head here, there's this piece here, which taps into a hole in here. So this is going to fall down and tap into a hole in there. And that helps lock the backpack in place. And for the nose cone here, I'm trying to get him situated so you can see what I'm doing. But for the nose cone here, you want to take the tip here and rotate it around. And this gray thing here is going to flip out, but I will have to use a tool here to help me out. So you just want to fold that out, and this is going to hook into that hole right there. And that helps lock the nose cone in place. And then you want to take his elbows here, slide them down. And one problem that I do have with his elbows is that when you slide them down, they don't lock into anywhere, which means they don't click in when you slide them down or slide them up. Oh, and you can position these wings however you want. And for his head, you want to rotate it around, and also you want to take these white things here and slide them out. Got it. And there you have Kadmos, aka IDW Star Saber in robot mode. And I'm trying to get him situated. And he looks really cool and a lot different from his original figure. And again, does a great job at replicating his design in the comics. And he does have some die-cast metal, and that is on these things here, his lower thighs, his knee caps, and also these things here. And if there's any more die casts on him, let me know in the comments section below. And he does have some like silver paint on the inside of these translucent blue things here. And for articulation, head is on a ball joint. He can look up that far, but not, well, a little bit down. His arms do rotate on a soft ratchet, but they do get hindered by these. But you can move these out of the way to have his arms more range. But they can rotate on a soft ratchet, and they can also move in and out on this joint here, which is on a ratchet, and also this joint here. Oh, and he also has an armpit joint. Bicep swivel. Ratcheted elbows. Well, a soft ratcheted elbow. I just had to scooch up. And his hands can swivel move on this joint, and his fingers are individually articulated. And the way they move, they have a joint here and a joint here. And the thumb is on a ball joint. Waist swivel. And it can also pivot. And the front skirts and also the back skirts can move out of the way to accommodate his leg articulation, which can ratchet forward, back, move in and out on a soft ratchet, thigh swivel, double jointed knees on a soft ratchet, and his feet can move up and down and has a wide ankle pivot. And that's it. And now I'm going to straighten him out. And for accessories, he comes with a sword here with the chromed blade that he can hold in his hands. And his hands on the inside have a tab, which you can see right there. That tab inside of his hand into either one of these holes on both sides. Or if you don't want him holding his sword, you can attach it to his arms using these holes on both sides of his arms in these pegs here. So you can have it like that. And for the nose cone on the back, you can remove it like you just already saw. And you can return it back to the cockpit. And what you can do with this is that you can make this as a shield, and to attach it to him, it has, well, the nose cone has this tab here that goes on the same holes on both arms. So you can have it like that. Oh, and the way you remove the nose cone is by these two holes and those two pegs. And he does have an alternate mouthpiece or faceplate. The one that's on him is a more angled version, but the alternate one, which I am going to show you, is a more rounded version. And swapping the mouth plates is very easy. All you do is just remove the mouth plate and replace the new one. And also, he does have a little robot that forms his chest. And to remove him, you just want to, I'm using a tool here, so that way it can be much easier for me. You just want to untap the head and bring it up, and you could see those holes is where these pegs go into. And you also want to untap these, and now you can slide him out, and those pegs is where these holes go into. And to get this little guy transformed, you want to bring his legs down, bring down these front skirts, rotate his knees around, bring up the feet, untap his arms and bring them down, and these pegs is where those holes go into. And you want to untap the chest, open it up, and slide up the head. And then close up the chest, and you're done. And if I zoom in on his chest, or his head, you can see that he has a smile on his chest. Or on his face. It is what I meant to say. He has a smile on his face. And he has some gold paint on his chest and white on the front skirts and some gold paint on the legs. And that's about it. But for articulation, head is on a swivel, and his arms do move, but if you extend this all the way out, you will allow his arms to have more range. And they can move out to about there. And his elbows have a hinge joint here. And a ball joint here. Waist swivel. And these front skirts can move out of the way to make his legs move forward and back. They don't really go out. They can only move out to about there. Ball joint at the knees, and due to transformation, his feet can pivot. And that's it. And he does have his own jet mode. So to transform him, you just want to slide back down his head. Keep this extended out. For his arms, you want to bring you want to rotate them up, bring them forward, and then rotate them up. So that way these holes will fit into those pegs. And now you can slide this down. And for the elbows, you want to bring them down on that joint. And for the ball joint, you want to position it so that's like this. And underneath what was Star Saber's chest, you want to take these wings here, bring them out, and for his legs, you want to rotate them so that they're like this, and rotate his knees around, and these holes are going to go into those pegs, and these holes are going to go into these red pegs there. And then you do the same thing on the other side. And you want to take the nose cone and the cockpit here and fold it out. And there you go. There's the little jet. And again, a different look from his original toy. And if I bring back Star Saber, Star Saber can still transform without the chest master or without the little robot that transforms into his chest. The only problem is that there's nothing for these tabs to go into. So what it's going to do is that it's not just going to be like that. It's going to be like that. Because there's nothing to hold in these pegs here. So in other words, he needs to have his little robot here that transforms into his chest so that the nose cone has something to peg into. So now let me get this guy back into chess mode real quick. Okay, I got him back on. So now we can move on. Now, another thing you get is a bag of screw hole covers and a bag with a screwdriver and also 2 screws. But I have no idea what these are for. And the instructions doesn't tell you what these are for. And you also get the collector's card with the stats on the back. And for the instructions, I will have to scooch the camera back for this. Not only this is an instruction sheet, but it's also a poster. And that's all of the accessories. So, final thoughts. My only problem with him is that I wish there was some locking point from when you slide his elbows down. And also, I don't understand of what the screw hole covers and the screwdriver with the included screws are for. But everything else looks great. So I think that's about it. So there you have it. Planet X Kadmos. Their take on IDW Star Saber. And if you like this video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.